Yeah. Now I'd like to welcome Mr. Rajinder Arora, who's from A.R.Software Ltd. Rajinder Arora is currently working as a CEO in A.R.Software and is associated with company since last 4 years. Under his supervision, company has successfully launched India's first end-to-end retail management solution on cloud. More than 15 diversified retailers have started using the software within 3 months of its successful launch. Rajinder is also working as an IT consultant to few big medium retailers in the country, where he has successfully executed many IT initiatives. He has been able to mark his presence in the domain by delivering solutions to many respectable companies: GMR, Coutons, Mufti, Maspur, JAS Group in Indian and overseas market. Can we please have a big round of applause for Mr. Rajinder?
Thank you. As she mentioned, I am Rajinder, representing a company called A.R.Software Private Limited. So now I basically look after business development more as compared to technical aspect. But I want to share my experience in terms of few technical things as well. So there are two things which I need to share with you. One is cloud, since we are one of the company who is into this solution, and we say that we are India's first company to offer end-to-end retail management solution on cloud. So I think there can be few things which I can share with you. You are CIO and I am maybe CEO of a company, but we have similar goals. As a software company, I am using this technology. As a retail company, probably you all can also use this technology. So I think we have some kind of synergy wherein we can discuss, we can share some experience. So I'd like to touch base on a few such issues. And I may not be the 100% technical person to give answers to all the queries you may have pertaining to cloud. But I can always share my experience. Probably I think we are one of the players which is using this technology since inception, or very frequently. Now this is one. Second thing is I want to share what we are into, and maybe together we can collaborate and can do something. So as far as my company goes, we are basically into 3 services. We offer a complete retail management solution. This is available in 2 variants. One is cloud, wherein a small and medium retailer can come and start using this application at a very nominal price. And then we also offer this retail management solution to big companies. So we have customers wherein there are approximately 400 users working on my software, which is a public listed company, and has all such requirements. So, we are basically a retail management solution company, wherein we have our own product under brand name Vesture, and then we also take a few assignments pertaining to other softwares also. Second thing is we are an IT consulting services firm. So in this domain, to start with, I can share few assignments which we had been doing in past. So for example, one of the assignment which we have done is for a Canadian customer, wherein he is a retailer and he wanted an application, a planning and forecasting tool, wherein data from retail outlets is being collected, and thereafter factories which are in Pakistan, Bangladesh, these kind of countries. So these factories should be connected, and this system should tell that what is the plan versus what should be indented, what should be dispatched from warehouse to which gallery, what should be dispatched from factory to warehouse, and things like that. Similarly, we have done various other assignments. Very recent assignment is one of the recent assignment is we are working for Delhi International Airport Authority Limited, which is part of GMR Group, wherein they have appointed us to develop an exception reporting tool for them. They are using LS Retail for front-end operations. They have got 220 concessionaires at Terminal 3, out of which maximum number of concessionaires are using LS Retail, which is a system provided by Delhi International Airport. And then for backend they are using SAP. And then there are few retailers who are not on LS Retail, they are on any other system. For example, an ATM cannot be on LS Retail, so they have their own system, Make My Trip and Thomas Cook and things, people like them. So we are developing an exception reporting tool wherein we are going to, in GMR head office, we are going to present an exception reporting tool real-time basis, wherein system will tell that these are the 5 galleries where we are probably there is some revenue leakage based on certain parameters and things like that. So we do such kind of consulting assignments. And then I demonstrated a small tool to you all, which is decision support system, which is basically we have 5 important key personals of middle management we have identified in any typical retail organization, that is a merchandiser, a supply chain manager, and a brand manager. So these are 5 more or less 5 key positions wherein we customize our decision support system, interface it with the existing transactional systems you are working on to, and we work as a consulting firm. We map KRAs of your respective teams. There are few ready KPIs, ready goals which are there, part of the system, and then something required can be customized. So these are primarily the 3 services we are into. Now as a technology company, I'd like to share, we have been using this technology since last almost 1.5 year, cloud, when it comes to my retail software, wherein we developed a retail software, hosted it in Hyderabad at one of the tier 4 data center, and which is quite successful. We launched this application almost 8-9 months back, and by this time we have almost 15 customers. Aggressively we started selling this application only 3 months back. Now there are, whenever I go to a customer, generally he has various reservations. I'm going to share my experience with you. I, as a service provider, feel that as a software company, this is a technology which is very, very beneficial for me. Those concerns are there in place, but I can assure you that whenever I get some issue, so end of the day, as there is a saying which says Avishkar ki janni hai need is mother of any new invention. So now whenever I go at a customer site and there is a issue which is raised ki security kaise hoga cloud pe, so I go in my company back and I speak to my guys, they speak to their vendors, and end of the day we have a solution. So this is what I have been feeling in last 1.5 years, rather than we simply saying ki security ek concern hai, ye nahi chalega, or aisa hai waisa hai. So I have those 8-10 points which I have gathered by surfing internet on cloud, and which is my experience as well. तो मैंने उसको थोड़ा सा कस्टमाइज किया है, rather than I am developing it of my own. मुझे लगा कि किसी पढ़े लिखे आदमी के कंटेंट्स लेता हूँ, उसको कस्टमाइज करता हूँ, that is the better way of doing it, and this is the cloud, right? So as on today, the platform which we are sharing, this is the cloud. I have learned a lot of things from senior personals from PricewaterhouseCoopers, the presentation which we had just before this. So now I learned that return on capital employed has to be measured. These are the 5 parameters which we need to measure, and under these 5 parameters, these are the 12 parameters which we need to measure. I demonstrated a decision support system to you yesterday. I mapped that, and I think the 12 points are already available. Why not to incorporate these 5 points? Now I'll go to my office, I'll get these 5 points incorporated, and this decision support system will have 17 points which are important to manage, to be managed by a retailer, which is inputs for which I have received from best, probably one of the best consultant. Now for me, hiring this consultant would have been very costly affair. Probably I would have not seen ROI. Now I use this platform wherein I have invested a nominal fees. All of you available here have invested a nominal fees, and this is the cloud environment. Everyone is getting benefited out of this. So basically cloud is not merely one specific technology wherein you need to use. एक ERP खरीदना है on cloud is not the only thing. आपका mailing solution, it can be anything. This is the perfect example I see. So now by learning this experience from these senior consultants, I'll make this technology available to a retailer of mine who is only paying me 7,500 rupees per month, who has got 2 retail outlets, who has got 1 outlet in backend, and he is paying me 7,500 rupees per month. And if I am able to deliver these 17 points to him, and on his desktop he is able to monitor these 15 parameters, everyone available here, in your retail organizations wherein you have invested a lot of money, companies where I have been consultant, where we have taken a lot of money from companies, are those people working on these 17 parameters on click of the button? It is too complicated. We require a consultant to come and compute these parameters. So in this cloud, this is available, this is easy. So let us understand power of cloud and let us utilize it in our own context. It's not merely selling of my ERP. It can be anything. A lot of people have reservations ki data center mein host karna kitna secure hai, kitna secure nahi hai. To my experience, I have been associated till today. I have experience of working with almost 150 companies. Now, out of these 150 companies, wherein I have been part of investment, one of the biggest data center in my career which I have developed, that was for almost investment of almost 5-6 crore rupees, wherein 1 crore 30 lakh ke humne Microsoft software kharide. We purchased Itanium servers of HP. We invested a lot of money, firewall, state of the art, everything. Retailer had 1200 outlets. So we invested 5-6 crore rupees, and as on today, the servers which I have bought from one of the tier 4 data center is costing me almost 50,000 rupees per month, and that too with a security of scalability and all those things. And this is tier 4 data center, and probably this data center which we developed was not even tier 3. Tier 4 data center gives us uptime guarantee of 99.995%. So over there I used to face problem कि सर वो generator वो electrician कल छुट्टी पे था, production on नहीं थी, तो second generator नहीं चला. These are the answers generally which we get. Even after investing this much of money, it happens. But in these kind of data centers, this is not the problem. So there is no point wherein मुझे भैंस पालनी है मेरे घर में. I need to have milk, simple as that. So idea is आपको reasonable पैसा लगाना है, कम पैसा लगाना है, 1/3 पैसा लगाना है, 2 times आपको वो चाहिए, technology चाहिए. So that is only possible with cloud. Otherwise this is not possible. Now benefits of clouds, by this time all of us understand scalability. As on today I've got 150 users on my software, and going forward I am planning to have 1500 users. I have commitment from my data center guy that whenever my usage increases, you keep on increasing your money. That's not the problem. This is partnership. But my customer should not suffer. So we are ensuring all those SLAs, everything is there in place. We have backup system in North America, which is there in place. Only thing is we need to start. We need to start scaling. I as a software provider am concentrating more and more on business rather than concentrating on this data center business. Similarly, you as a retailer, you need to concentrate more on your business. Implementing systems in the biggest company, implementing biggest ERP in the country. Resume में उससे सिर्फ वजन नहीं बढ़ता. Resume में वजन इस बात से बढ़ता है कि you joined a retail company which is in profit. End of the day, 3 years from now, if it collapses and you had implemented the best of the breed softwares, how does it matter? What is more important is when you started the company, it had 10 outlets. As on today, it has 150 outlets and it is making money. So that is something which is essential. हमको CIO की बजाय एक CEO के point of view से ज़्यादा सोचना है. So whenever I go and I try to sell the solution to CIO, I feel it bit difficult. There are 10 concerns. Whenever I go and speak to a promoter, he is always thrilled. बिल्कुल ठीक है. This is what I wanted. उसका एक concern ये भी है कि CIO की monopoly है in my system. In cloud, that is not the monopoly anymore. और आप लोग, anyone out of you, जब ये monopoly खत्म कर दोगे, तो आपकी demand market में और बढ़ेगी. Even in other companies, you will be liked. And your promoter is also not going to leave you. So there are ways आप constructive भी कमा सकते हैं, destructive भी. वायरस बना के भी, वायरस स्कैनर बना के भी. So let's work constructive. इस retail industry को let us take it to the next level. लेट अस बीट सिस्टम्स. एज एन IT पर्सनल व्हाट आई कैन डू इज कि मैं एक छोटे रिटेलर को वॉलमार्ट से बेटर सिस्टम दे दूं. दिस इज माई विजन, राइट? सो लेट्स वर्क इन दैट डायरेक्शन. So I am sure wealth will automatically सब कुछ अपने आप आ ही जाएगा, and this has started happening in past. So generally these are the benefits of cloud technology. These are generally someone has written जो जहां से मैंने ये चुराया है सब कुछ इंटरनेट से. So यहाँ doubts नहीं लिखा था. It was there कि these are the problems. I say these are the doubts. ये मेरी wording है. This is my experience. These are not the issues. These are not the concerns. These are doubts. You know, these are the concerns which you need to resolve. इसीलिए CIO चाहिए. You know, how cloud में बैकअप कैसे होगा, क्लाउड में वेंडर की मोनोपोली तो नहीं हो जाएगी. So these are the concerns. तभी तो एक टेक्निकल आदमी चाहिए who has to resolve these concerns. Otherwise, you know, CEO और हम दोनों काम कर लेंगे. CIO क्या करेगा? So CIO का ये स्कोप है. CIO का स्कोप खत्म नहीं हो जाता. CIO आज तक एक इंटरनल टीम बना रहा था. मैं एज अ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर टिल टुडे व्हाट आई वाज डूइंग वाज आई वाज हायरिंग अ डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, आई वाज हायरिंग एन हार्डवेयर गाय, आई वाज हायरिंग MCSE guy to manage my small data center. Now I have outsourced this activity to Hyderabad data center, right? So मेरा रोल थोड़ा खत्म हो गया और ना एम्प्लॉयमेंट खत्म हो गई, सिर्फ सर्विसेज अच्छी बढ़ गई. यूएस को नुकसान तो नहीं हुआ ना इंडिया को कॉल सेंटर देने से. It has been in benefit of both the countries. So we need to understand in that direction. So these are generally the doubts. Backup कैसे होगा, storage कैसे होगा, network क्या होगा, security management, and all the solution to all these problems is there. In our own small software, we have solution to every problem I am discussing today. Generally someone expects कि भाई cloud में security कैसे होगी. So this is something very very basic. सिक्योरिटी कैसे होती है? दीज आर 3 थिंग्स. मेरा सर्वर कोई हैक तो नहीं करेगा, फायरवॉल है, आपका प्रोटेक्ट करेगा वो. इन बिटवीन डेटा सिक्योर है या नहीं है? देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी वेयर इन आप सिंपल डेटा कार्ड से एज ऑन टुडे यू कैन एस्टैब्लिश अ VPN. इन माई पास्ट आई हैव अ कस्टमर वेयर इन हमने उसका सिंपल डेटा कार्ड, अभी तो डेटा कार्ड भी थोड़े से अच्छे हो गए हैं, एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं. दिस इज आई एम टॉकिंग ऑलमोस्ट 3 years बैक. तो 3 साल पहले वी हैड अ कस्टमर वेयर इन हमने वी कॉल्ड रिलायंस और हमने वो डेटा कार्ड से एक VPN एस्टैब्लिश किया, SSL सिक्योरिटी. देन इन केस आपको कंसर्न है कि यू हैव टू यूज एन एप्लीकेशन ऑन क्लाउड बट यू डोंट वांट टू हैव डेटा you don't want to share data in data center or my cloud or whosoever is the service provider. There is possibility wherein आप एप्लीकेशन सर्वर मेरा यूज कर रहे हो, डेटा सर्वर अपना यूज कर रहे हो, एंड देयर इज अ थर्ड पार्टी लाइक वेरीसाइन हु एंश्योर्स कि मेरे एप्लीकेशन में जो आपने पासवर्ड डाला है एनक्रिप्ट करके, आई शुड नॉट बी एबल टू एक्सेस दैट पासवर्ड. द वे मैं क्रेडिट कार्ड की ट्रांजेक्शन करता हूं, आई एम नॉट एबल टू एक्सेस द क्रेडिट कार्ड इंफॉर्मेशन. देयर इज अ थर्ड पार्टी विच इज एंश्योरिंग दैट. सो सिमिलरली टू एवरी प्रॉब्लम देयर इज अ सोल्यूशन. प्लीज बी रेस्ट एश्योर्ड, आप ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होकर काम करोगे, यू विल फाइंड द वेज. This is what we have been doing, and we have been reasonably getting the solutions to everything. Now cloud is no new, as I have mentioned. So cloud has been happening. आपको अपने आसपास देखना है कि आप कैसे इसको benefit कर सकते हो. It's not merely ERP, not merely CRM or whatever. Cloud is not secure, it is secure. Please be rest assured. You can have your own VPN or cloud के अंदर. That is possible. Performance is problem in cloud. I doubt. I have been serving to few of my enterprise customers. वहां पर मुझे लगता है प्रॉब्लम है. मेरा जो 7,500 जिस आदमी से मैं ले रहा हूं उसका आई थिंक अप टाइम गारंटी इज मच मोर देन द कस्टमर हु हैज स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ मनी विद मी. सो क्लाउड इज आई डोंट थिंक सो. क्लाउड इज नॉट रिलायबल. इट इज रिलायबल. एज ऑन टुडे हम जीमेल पे काम करते हैं, लिंक्डइन पे काम करते हैं, फेसबुक पे काम करते हैं. दीज आर ऑल क्लाउड. So why can't these be, how come these are not reliable and we had been using this since ages? So these are reliable. Customer lose control in cloud and get logged in. It's not that. आपका एक DBA की एक मोनोपोली हो सकती है कि इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड Oracle और SQL सर्वर में डेटा पड़ा हुआ है, सिर्फ इसी आदमी को समझ में आता है, किसी और को नहीं आता. Whereas in this case, subject is very very simple. And you will see my application, आप क्लिक करो, कहीं से Excel में ले जाओ, किसी जगह पे ले जाओ. इट इज वेरी वेरी सिंपल. देयर इज नो मोनोपोली ऑफ माइंड. दिस इज योर डेटा and I have not complicated the subject. It is very simple, available at click of the button. There is no monopoly. जिस दिन तक आपको comfort है, आप मेरे साथ हो, नहीं अच्छा लगता, you can migrate it on any other day, and you can try this out with your existing vendor. I have to have 1000 users. Now as on today I have got 150 user. लेकिन मैंने तो day 1000 के हिसाब से ही pricing policy बनाई है. I am not the person wherein मैंने 16 रुपए से credit call rate start किया and thereafter I'll come to 50 पैसा. Day 1 मैंने उसको 50 पैसे से ही launch किया है. So आपको तो economy of scales day 1 मिल रहा है. So you calculate your ROI. If you have got 10 outlets, you have got 3 back-end users. So let's say 14-15 users you are talking about. This is only 35,000 rupees I am expecting from you, which includes server, which includes software, which includes maintenance and everything. आप ट्रेडिशनल तरीके से मेरे से अगर इस ERP की बात करते हो, it won't be less than 20-25 lakh rupees. It won't be less than 5 lakh rupees on account of your small data center. So if you calculate, this is 1/3 the price, right? So this is not going to, this is not at all, this is basically a myth wherein we say कि pay as you go pricing will cost me more when I have more galleries. It will be of course nominal, and it is day 1 it is economical. The cloud is hard to integrate with existing system. It's not that. We have customers wherein they are using a different application for a different thing. For example, I've got a customer in Orissa. It's a customer by name Jazz Apparel. They have got 19 outlets. This is the company which is franchisee to few of the reputed apparel footwear brand, and they are on different systems. But now this gentleman, he has a bigger vision. He is looking for a retail expansion, as we all are looking at. So now he is looking a system to monitor his activities. So we have developed few interfaces. We capture sales from different POS system, and thereafter for monitoring purpose this my system is being used. Similarly, I've got a customer which is by name Spicy. This is the restaurant retail chain. This is a joint venture between Indian Railways and Spicy, wherein प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप जा रहे हो तो वहां पर स्पाइसी के नाम से आपको दिस इज फूड कोर्ट टेक अवे है, आप राजमा चावल यू कैन बाय. नाउ एट दिस कस्टमर दिस इज द सॉफ्टवेयर विच इज रनिंग, बट फॉर पॉस रेलवे इज यूजिंग देयर ओन ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम. ठीक है. And then for monitoring purpose, for physical activities, for calculating the visor, for calculating the combo, weekly combo, this gentleman is using my software. So we have done some integration wherein POS is of different vendor and mine is a software which is being used for monitoring for MIS for DSS purpose. So cloud can be integrated. This is again a myth wherein we can't integrate cloud with any other system. And of course this integration is a cost. आप जितने टाइम में हम इंटीग्रेट करते हैं उससे सस्ते में तो मेरे बाकी फीचर्स आप यूज कर लेते हो. सो दैट इज द कंसर्न विच यू नीड टू सी. आपको क्या ठीक लगता है, बट एंड ऑफ द डे एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल. देन कम्स द क्लाउड इज नॉट फॉर एंटरप्राइज. फिर किसके लिए है? दिस इज फॉर एंटरप्राइज. सिर्फ फेसबुक के लिए हमारे लिए थोड़ा ना क्लाउड है. कंपनी को भी तो वही बेनिफिट देना है जो हमको आइसोलेशन में लेना है. सो क्लाउड इज फॉर एंटरप्राइज. इन माई इंडिविजुअल कैपेसिटी तो मुझे BMW किसी और कारणों से भी लेनी है, फॉर माई स्टेटस एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. MBA में हमको पढ़ाया था. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू रनिंग माई कंपनी, आई डोंट रिक्वायर BMW. I need to get ROI. I need to see a lot of things. So probably Maruti Swift would suffice the purpose. So in that case we need cloud. जनरली बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं कि क्लाउड एंटरप्राइज में नहीं चलाना मुझे, तो वहीं तो शेयर्ड रिसोर्सेज चलाने हैं, वहीं तो ROI जल्दी निकालना है. I should move everything to cloud. I don't say कि आप मेरा सब कुछ यूज कर लो या मेरा कुछ भी नहीं यूज करो, किसी और वेंडर का सब कुछ यूज करो. It's not that. आप start exploring the opportunities within your company, within your close vicinity, and identify कहां पर cloud can be utilized. So end of the day that is what is required. It's not कि cloud पे सब कुछ करना है और it's not कि cloud पे कुछ भी नहीं करना है. It has to be a cocktail thing wherein दोनों ही चीजें करनी है. So this is something. Now when it comes to our retail management software, you can outsource your attention to us. Data not received from gallery. This is an online application which we have developed. We have developed using again cocktail programming. So Microsoft से हमारी दोस्ती है when it comes to user friendly application, when it comes to fast speed of application, तो हम Windows use करते हैं. When it comes to data has to be stored in Hyderabad, so over there we require web services to save and retrieve data. So this is what we have done, is we have developed cocktail programming. So speed pause पे it has to be very very fast, tuck tuck tuck, और voucher save होना चाहिए, and I should be able to access it anywhere across the globe whenever I am on move in Internet Explorer as well. So that is also possible. Now since this is an online application which we have developed, in exception everyone says कि this is one of the drawback कि data internet तो अभी concern है हमारे यहाँ. तो firstly तो I don't see this concern anymore. अगर data card पे internet available है, it is available. However, I don't want, I am not a consultant to sell you the idea कि आप online रहिए. What I say is, from my experience where I had been working, आप उस 95% को online कीजिए जहां पर net available है, और exception में in 5% area where net is the issue and wherein at times it is the issue, over there we'll do working in offline. So this system supports both. आप सेल नहीं सफर होनी चाहिए, बिलिंग नहीं रुकनी चाहिए, वेयर हाउस से डिस्पैच नहीं रुकनी चाहिए. वी अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो ऑल सच ऑपरेशंस everything would be done online. In exception, these important operations would be done offline. Automatically system is up, same would be updated in the system. Immediately when it is offline or data is not received since last 1 year, 1 hour, automatically server will inform at DSS that this is the gallery which is offline since last 1 hour, which is online but data is not received since last 1 hour, probably there is no transaction. So you can monitor all these things. और exceptions के लिए भी there is solution. जैसे ही online होते हो वो data अपने आप merge हो जाएगा. So SQL Express we are using as a backend, wherein in case of exceptions वो data local पे save होगा, automatically वो बाद में आ जाएगा. And then of course if you are offline तो आप एक smart online loyalty program नहीं run कर सकते. तो basic transactional system won't suffer, but then these glamorous tools may have to wait till these are not online. तो 5% काम के लिए let's not be हम 95% काम में को क्यों हम delay कर रहे हैं. So even in your existing working, I think you have to have online system. In few of my enterprise big customers, we have an online system now. Earlier we used to get 85% data of yesterday. Now we get 97% data of real time, and then 3% are the exception. So this is fine, not an issue. Where is the problem? Rather than in 3% के चक्कर में हम 87% पे ही रख रहे हैं, that is not required. So you should start exploring this technology. And then server, generator, UPS breakdown, data centers में ये problem होती ही नहीं है. Hardware, database, होती है, and then there are people to manage these issues. So end of the day they give us uptime guarantee of 99.995%. So this is what we need to concentrate more on. Then firewall, virus scanner, ये backup, कभी Microsoft आएगा और हमको डराएगा, तो हमने ये सारी टेंशन ही आउटसोर्स कर दी. Right? There is some expert who is managing these things for us. Then these are few of the advantages we see. This is as I said, this is Windows application. Speed is very fast and uses web services to save and retrieve data. So real time, I used local resources of a desktop to make it faster. And then supports online and offline. This is complete retail solution. This comes with easy integration with other third-party tools as well. We do have few cases wherein we have done this. Availability across the globe. We have economical plan. Then these are the applications which we have hosted. So when we say end-to-end, we have got for front-end we have got POS, we have got CRM, we have got loyalty program, replenishment tool, My Money, that is incentive for a store guy. Then attendance capturing, analytics, physical stock taking at gallery. When it comes to back-end, we have got planning and forecasting, manufacturing, business analytics, sourcing, merchandising, product development, payroll, financial accounting, QA and QC, supply chain, shipping documentation, materials management, MIS and DSS. In last 1 year, I have at least 8 customers wherein everything is being used end to end. And prior to that, in last 14 years, I don't have even a single customer who is using everything end to end, be it me, be it any other vendor. So this is the power of cloud. Decision support system, yesterday I demonstrated. So it's basically a proactive system which prompts you in for taking decisions, supports your decisions, and thereafter helps you out in execution of the decision. Then already we have a few of the diversified retail customers who are onto the system. So we have a restaurant chain, as I shared with you. We have apparel chain, we have furniture chain, we have got pharmacy chain, we have got institute. So we are also into service, someone who is into services business. Then we have got hard goods, we have got antique clocks, someone who is dealing into antique clocks. Then we have got manufacturer and buying house also using this application. It's not merely retailer. A buying house who is working for US and UK retailers is also using this, and apparel manufacturer who is an exporter is also using this application. These are few of our customers. So these are few of my enterprise customers, and then existing few of the cloud customers. We do have few other cloud customers also by this time, and we have got customer in east, west, north, south, everywhere as of now, and we have got our office in Mumbai and Delhi. Then these are the few consulting assignments which we have been doing in past, and if you have something I would love to share with you. So this is a small presentation, and now moving to a small, I won't take much time of yours, but I just want to give you glimpse of the application which we have developed. So small retailer, he may have his small BI tool, or medium retailer, click of the button, these BI tools are available, glamorous tools available. So let's say So this is a BI tool which is inbuilt part of the application. So this is talking about product planning for a particular region. So product replacement at galleries, section wise sales, top 10 products by revenue, warehouse distribution, which city we have dispatched, what gallery wise distribution, sales summary, consumer specifics, who is buying more, which area, what is the spending, target versus actual sales, budget, expenses versus totals. So these are standard features, part of the basic application. And then it's basically a transactional system, come BI tool, come CRF application. So it's basically everything end to end available, and you need to simply start using this application. This is available, a lot of things. Generally we have static reports, whereas in this case I think these are the reports which can be, you can drill down, the way we make pivot table in Excel, you can make all such things. You may select fields. So these are basic standard features which generally we expect from any application. So all those transactional features are also there. And then when it comes to CRM, BI tools, so it has more or less everything inbuilt into this. So this is the small application. So these are the modules: masters, TNA, sourcing, followed by warehouse, POS, financial management at gallery, replenishment tool, payroll, business analytics, production. So a small example, you want stocks of only one gallery, you want stocks of one gallery for section wise, subsection wise, you just drag, drop, group totals. Finally you want to export it to Excel, you can do that. So idea is very, very clear that this is supposed to have everything generally which is required by market, and in case something is missing, we would love to incorporate that in part of this. Thank you so very much.
To the POS, is it a Windows application that is running, or it's a web-based application it is?
So this is Windows application when it comes to POS.
Okay.
Idea is it is supposed to be very fast and very user friendly. So it is that is probably when we did our survey, probably that is in Internet Explorer, that is quite difficult to achieve. So we have used Windows application. This is .NET technologies wherein we have used. Application is Windows based. It resides in your desktop, and then it uses web services to save and retrieve data.
So you use the WCF communication part,
Yes.
and then you communicate.
Yes.
But the cloud comes into the picture where, like, since it's a web services, you are saying it gets communicated to cloud, right?
Sir, we don't think that cloud means something which is developed in Internet Explorer. As I said, for me, cloud is something when I am using shared resources. This platform wherein I am contributing something, you are contributing something, and we are getting benefited out of it. This is cloud. This is what I understand towards the subject. Now I am saving and retrieving my data in Windows, a server which is in Hyderabad, and not only for one customer, but as on today for 15 customers, going forward for 1200 customers. This is the shared application. Whenever there is a new application launch, automatically application server is sending a new application to the desktop machine, client machine. So this is my application server is my shared resource. Data server is my shared resource. This is cloud, what I understand. You know, I don't make things very, very complicated. So for me as a layman, this is the cloud, and probably, you know, this is what is giving benefit to a retailer.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, because like most of the things putting into Internet Explorer always slows the processes.
Right, sir.
So doing the things with .NET technologies in the Windows itself gives a better performance in user interface as such.
Right.
That's fine. But as long as that online and offline concept is concerned, what I would like to understand here is, like, when you say everything is in cloud, and you mentioned as SQL Express is you are using, and the capacity is almost 10 GB only in that case. It's a free edition that is given. So if the data usage is more in terms of when it is in the cloud, I don't know what would be the data size that has been used centrally, but when it to offline, in what way you sync these data and how it can work in an offline process.
Right. So when it comes to cloud, firstly, I never said that on data center I have got 4 GB of SQL Express limitation. That is the enterprise version which we have installed.
Right.
And when it comes to the desktop machine, it's not on even 10 GB, it is 4 GB. And to my knowledge, 4 GB is more than sufficient for any retailer, any format you talk about. Generally, I had been working for retailers who have got 710, 1000 square feet of, outlets. They are not big retailers, but even if, my system is on big retailers wherein you have 5,000 SKUs or 10,000 SKUs, then too I doubt that within a year you can even exceed half a GB of database space, if you normalize it properly. I am not storing everything in SQL Express. A lot of things are centralized in main server only. In exception, I am only allowing you to make your sale bill. Idea is that you want that when it comes to offline, मेरी सेल नहीं सफर होनी चाहिए, तो बिलिंग होती रहनी चाहिए. For that sale, there are few essential things which I am supposed to keep. But I may not keep loyalty program information in offline mode. Yeah. I may not keep my last month's sales tax return in offline mode. So what we have done, analysis we have done. So we feel like wherein half a GB should not be more than should be more than enough. However, we have 4 GB. And then if you are a big retailer and you have some specific requirement, so I don't mind going for SQL standard also. Probably enterprise is not required, but standard would suffice. But when it comes to my data center, it is SQL enterprise. No compromise on that.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you.